was playing Star Wars the other day, and like, you know the music that have the classic Star Wars tracks? Every game, I was singing that.
Yeah.
Every single game, every single song.
Oh no, the best, like not the best, sorry, it's one of my favorites. Like one of the songs that gets me pumped up the most is the song from fucking the last Matrix movie before Neo fights Agent Smith, and it's your soul of the fire, and it's like them walking towards each other, and it's like, oh my god,
All the Smiths on the side.
yeah.
It's like parent-teacher interview. All the teachers lined up and you're like walking towards with your parents and you're like, I do not want to do this. Mom, can we go home?
He's like, Mr. Anderson.
Take a seat.
I see everything, Mr. Anderson.
Your son does nothing and he fails.
I've got a funny story. When it was me, when it was parent-teacher interviews in year 12, it was me and Mr. M. I won't say his real name. So it was me and Mr. M, and Mum was with me. And Mum, like, everybody knows out there, like all the audience knows out there, that parent-teacher interviews are very well tightly scheduled. Like they're 5 minutes within each other.
Not
so
even.
if you miss one, if you have one teacher interview, and it goes for 10 minutes over, then there's no hope for doing the next one. Like, you're fucked. You can't do it. They've got other problems, I emphasize. They've got other students to worry about. So basically, when because my mum's a worrywart, like every other mum out there, she knew this. So when we were having our interview with Mr. M, she was always like, she was completely avoiding the whole point of the parent-teacher interview and worrying about the next meeting rather than worrying about what he had to say about me. So Mr. M would be saying to me, "Oh, your son's great at like narrative writing, and he's really good at his spelling and grammar's like above average." Oh.
He has improved.
He's improved.
We'll keep it at that.
But anyway, like mum was like, yeah, like she'd be, yeah. And as soon as we got up, Mr. M held his hand out for a handshake, and mum just fucked off. Like she just walked off, and I was just like, I'm sorry, mum. And then mum's just like, Joe, we've got to go. Like, I'm sorry. And then mum's just like, oh yeah, sorry. And she shook his hand and then walked off again. And Mr. M just looks at me and he's just like, don't worry about it. It happens all the time. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Your mum's actually nice though. My mum like gets there. What do you do? What do you do this time? Is he failing? My son's an awful child. What, is he fucked up now? And I'm like, Mum, dude, chill. Like, come on. I've only been in class like 3 times.
And it's, James, it's December. This is
End of year.
This is your end of year interview.
It's like, Mrs. M, yes, your son has been very well. This isn't my kid. He isn't well at all. He's a troublemaker. He cannot be trusted. Do you put him on the chain? I recommend titanium. Like, Mum, what the fuck are you talking about?
You'll break out of titanium. You'll break out of steel, so you've got to use titanium.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I normally sedate him.
Before he comes in.
And the teacher's like, no, your son is doing very well. He's very good in class. He doesn't do anything. This is not my son you're talking about. You must be talking about somebody else.
He's a bullshit artist. Oh, God. Parenting. Year 12 was probably the best year. Like, to me, socially. Not work-wise, like, socially. Because it was where it was our final year, so we're going to say goodbye to all the crappy things that happened. Like...
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah. You hated it?
No. I don't really remember year 11 and 12. It's like a blur, the whole 2 years. It's like I was drunk. It's like you go down to the club and you wake up in the morning type of thing. You just don't remember any of it.
Except in this case, a year's passed.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years passed.
And you have a certificate of the name that you passed through and you're like...
That was like, it's like a naked chick in your bed.
Yeah.
Like in this case, it's a certificate.
You wake up, you're like, oh, I don't remember this.
You get out of your room. You sneak out of your room and the papers, you're trying to be quiet so the papers don't...
You're like trying to get it out of your house. Like, yeah, like I got people coming over. I gotta like clean up.
Sorry, you want change? I need to go take a taxi.
Yeah.
I can't drive in. My car's out of petrol.
Yeah. I don't have my license. But you have a car up front. I don't have my license.
But there are P's on it. It's my brother's.
You don't have a brother. Get out of my house.
Look, you can either just like, all right, fucking come
Get
out. Just
Good times.
get the fuck out.